Okay, so Taylor and I are headed to Geneva today, and it's our first trip outside of London, so we're super excited. So Taylor and I each bought one of these bags off of Amazon. I bought the gray one and he bought the black one. And this is our carry-on luggage for all of these quick weekend trips. And as you can see over here is everything that I'm taking. Besides what I'm gonna be wearing on the plane, I'm only taking one more outfit, which is a sweater. I'm taking pajamas and yoga pants just to be comfortable at the hotel. I'm taking some walking shoes, and I'll be wearing my most uncomfortable boots on the plane, and they're a little bit bigger. So I thought that would be the best plan to fit everything. And then I have my makeup and my toiletries, my brush and my blow dryer, a book, and back here I have the camera charger, some adapters for the plugs, and an umbrella just in case. I think it's supposed to rain all weekend, so just in case. Yeah, it's really not a lot. We will see how this goes, but we're excited and it'll be fun. Now let's watch me put it all in there. You'll have plenty of room in there. So this backpack is really cool. So it fits the dimensions of what the airline said it needed to be. And so it has this front pocket, which has some like magnetized pieces to it, if I can open it with one hand. And then it has a zipper in here. And then it has two pockets. And then inside it has just like a first zipper right here. Then it has kind of like a laptop sleeve that you could definitely fit like a smaller laptop in. And then there's even another zipper over here. And then in the very front, there's also a zipper right here. So there's a ton of pockets. And then when you're done with it, you can just cinch it all back together, save some space, and flop it over. We got these off of Amazon, and I think they were like $20 or $30. So like I said, I'm only taking one more outfit. So this is the first outfit that I'm wearing on the plane. I tried to wear the heaviest and bulkiest clothes because these would not fit in the backpack. So I layered, and I'm gonna wear my scarf, and I have the boots and the jeans, and I'm gonna be wearing a pea coat, but I'm gonna carry it because you can just carry it on. And then Taylor is going to take our trusty umbrella. And we've already looked it up, and it said that it will fit and you're allowed to take it. So if it gets confiscated, we will be very sad. Taylor got himself a new camera lens today in the mail. What's it supposed to do? Why is it supposed to be like so much better?
This is a 35mm prime lens, which means it doesn't zoom in or out, but it has a very fast aperture, and so it's supposed to be great for portraits and travel photography.
So let's see what photography he takes, because he's in charge of the camera. So in his backpack, it's like filled to the very brim. Let's see if he can close it. But he basically, it's all black in there at this point, but he has the camera, the lens, the drone. You're only taking one pair of shoes?
The ones I have on. And 3 shirts.
3? God, that's a lot.
1 extra pair of pants. And that's pretty much it. The rest of it is just filled with camera stuff, a book.
Okay, so we are trying to hurry out the door. It's 3 o'clock. Our flight doesn't leave until 6:20, but we have to take a train to the airport, which is like 50 minutes away. So we need to walk 10 minutes to the train station and then take an above ground train 50 minutes to Gatwick Airport, and then hopefully we'll have, I think we should have like an hour and a half or 2 hours to get through security line. We've never been to this airport, so we just want to make sure we're good. But since we only have the carry-ons, it should be good. And then we're on our way to Geneva. Are you ready yet? Always waiting on you.
I'm concerned my bag is too big.
Turn around. It won't even shut. We're on the train, and I think it takes like somewhere between 30 minutes to 45 minutes before we get there. And we're headed to security.
Made it.
Barely.
She just spilled it on the table.
We are at the gate and we are ready for We got our free train tickets and we're headed to the train station that'll take us downtown, and then we have about a 10-minute walk to our Airbnb.
Saint-Marnion, Monge, Lausanne, Vevey, Montreux, Aigle, Saint-Maurice, Sion, Silos, Leuk, Visp, Brigg.
We were not sure if we were on the right train, but I think we made it, and so now we're gonna walk to our Airbnb.
We've been really confused. So far, Switzerland is the only place we've ever been that doesn't have directions in English. None of the signs were in English, everything was in French. Apparently the 3 languages here are French, Italian, and German. English is kind of what we need, and it hasn't happened yet. But we've got our trusty Google Maps, and it's like a 10-minute walk to our Airbnb, so surely we can't get too lost, right?
Yeah, right. We are back to the cars being on our normal side of the road, on the right side, so we shall see how many times we mess up.
We took 3 flights up and
It's here.
there was a lift.
It's here. No.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Squeeze tight.
Oh, no.
It's tight quarters here. Oh. Push.
Oh. That was traumatizing. Like, look how small it is in here. We made it to our Airbnb. It took us a little bit longer than I would have hoped. I kind of freaked out at the airport. So let's just rewind everything that happened today. So we worked until 3 p.m. And then we packed everything up and we headed to the train station, which was like a 10-minute walk. And we were able to use our Oyster cards that we use on a normal basis. We didn't have to buy another card. I think it still cost us like £8 to actually get to the airport, but we didn't have to buy a separate ticket. It just took off the amount that we already had on our Oyster cards. And so we found the train to Gatwick Airport with no problem. Like, everything's still in English. We understand which track to go to, which platform to go to. And we waited and we caught the train, and it was very relaxing. There wasn't that many people on the train, and it was about a 30-minute train ride to Gatwick Airport.
Once we got to Gatwick Airport, first thing we had to do was go through security, and we were super impressed. They are much more efficient at that airport than they are back in the States. There were, I don't know, probably 24 different lines that people go to, and it's just kind of, the faster people go, the more they can load people in. So we flew through security. We didn't have to wait in any lines. Another thing that's kind of...
I would say really quick, like, what was cool about it is they like tell you which station to go to. So like the floor has numbers like 1 through 10, and as you come up to the front of the line, like they assign you a number, and so you just go to a little station and you have like a little bucket that you normally would get in the States, but it just like takes forever to get everyone down the line. But instead here, like when you're ready to put everything through the line, you just push your little what's it called? The
bin.
the little bin in the conveyor belt, and then it just goes, and you go through the security, like through the little machine.
So if you have someone that's slower than you, they're still at their station while you can just go past them and walk through the security. So that was great. My bag did get flagged. I think that's gonna happen a lot.
Yeah.
I've got all the camera gear, a drone, so something set the security thing off, but they just wiped my bag down and everything was good. Then we got into the actual terminal, and they don't actually announce your gate information until like 30 minutes before the flight. So we were there probably an hour and a half before our flight actually took off. So we couldn't go to the gate yet. So we found something to eat, Wagamama, which is one of our favorite places.
It's kind of like a chain restaurant, like a Payway or PF Chang's back in the States. Like, it's not like the most amazing food, but it has like a lot of variation, and I've been trying to eat vegan/vegetarian lately, so it had like really good options for me. So
we spent 45 minutes eating, and then we saw our gate assignment, walked to the gate. That was super efficient too. Everyone scanned their passports before they actually got on the plane. So you scan your passport and you go kind of into a holding area, which is similar to our normal gates. Once it was time to board the plane, they boarded from the front and the back, which we appreciate. We were sitting at the very back, so we just went up the stairs to the back end of the plane, and our seats were right there.
Like, I don't understand how this isn't a concept in the States. Like, we boarded in literally 5 minutes, and I heard them shut the doors, and I was like, what the heck, is everyone actually on here? Like, is this actually real? And yeah, it's just way more efficient. Like, I don't understand why we don't do that, but oh well.
Yep. The flight was an hour and a half or so, and then once we landed, it got a little more complicated. So we had researched how to get from the airport to our Airbnb, and there's a really cool program where you get a free train ticket from the airport pretty much anywhere in Switzerland. You have to use it in...
No, I think you can only get to the city center. Like, that's the purpose of it. Like, it's literally like if you're staying in Geneva, like I'm pretty sure you can only take it to Geneva. I mean, I'm sure you would get like flagged, but you only have like 80 minutes to basically get to your hotel. So it's really nice because it only takes 7 minutes to get downtown or like to the actual city center of Geneva. So it gives you plenty of time, and we needed all that time because I was literally freaking out because we couldn't figure out where to go. Like, the sign would have a little train symbol, and I'm like, okay, obviously we're gonna go this way, and then the train symbol just stops. And I'm like, okay, so is there like a different express train that takes you downtown versus the normal rail services? But I got a little frustrated, and I was like, can you please figure out what we need to do? So we just went on a whim, and we saw that like train or platform 4 was departing to Geneva, which we already thought we were in Geneva, so it's a little confusing, but I guess Geneva is supposed to be like the city center. And we got on with it with 1 minute to spare, and we said, you know what, we're just gonna go for it. And I mean, we're here, so I'm pretty sure that was the right decision. But for anyone that's coming here, be prepared to not actually see the sign that says like to the city center this way, because it's not that obvious.
We had to walk through a shopping mall, and none of the directions were English, so we just kind of kept walking until we got to a train station and hopped on the train. And then it was a 10-minute walk from the central Geneva train station to our Airbnb, which we are at right now.
And since we have our new phones in the UK with Vodafone, our plan is like roaming free in certain other European countries, and so this is one of them. So we actually get to use our phone completely, like if we were to use it in London, so we can use our Google Maps and we can text and call and use our data and whatever we need. So it just makes me feel a little bit safer because I'm sure people do speak English, but we really haven't heard English, so it'll just be way easier for us to try to get around. So, but we're really excited. At least I'm really excited. I'm sure you're really excited.
Yeah.
To be here, and this is our first trip from London. As we live in London, we've obviously traveled to other places in Europe, but this is our first like cheap weekend getaway that we plan on doing a lot more of now that we are living in London, and so we're just really excited to spend the weekend exploring Geneva. So I think to end the night, let's do an apartment tour.
Welcome to our Airbnb for the week. I'm gonna show you around real quick. It won't take long. We enter in, I am standing at the front door. So we have a bathroom in here. Very nice, spacious. Shower, sink. Everything we need. Back out, we'll head to the kitchen now. A cute little table, perfect for the two of us. And here is our kitchen. I can pretty much touch all sides of the kitchen standing in the middle, but for a weekend, it is more than good enough. We have a fridge with wine and cheese already in there.
There's wine and cheese in there? What? Ew, it's from somebody else.
And then we have our bedroom right here with a pull-out couch and a bed that is probably bigger than our bed in London.
And we have a cute plant that's half dying. It'll probably be dead by the time that we leave. And then my bestest friend ever. It's cold outside, it's like 50 degrees, but inside it's always so hot and I sweat when I sleep. So we bought ourselves one of these, as you can see in our apartment. And now we have one here for us.